the red zone now. Goff. His throw incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out there to send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hyatt goes in motion left. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Ball for touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Jones on third down. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards and a giant first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he's got his big tight end here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Bronco quick, Bronco quick. Let's go.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Eric Gray, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
17. Hold on. Check.
To throw is Goff. Pass complete downfield. It's Raymond. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 34 yards, and the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Looking to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now Gray. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Gray on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again here with Gray. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On the run, this is Gray. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Okay,
Second down and 8. In motion left, Robinson. And Robinson, the motion man right. They'll run it now with Gray. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 3rd and 4. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move, ride the momentum wave.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Value three, value three. Value one.
Goff. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll go again with Gibbs. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Gray. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Lions will take over. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? There he goes, right side. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hodgins in motion.
Detroit.
Now Jones off the play fake.
That one deep for Hodgins.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ric Flair.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
146 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Gibbs again.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's Jones, looking to throw on 2nd down. Man open is Robinson.
Still going.
Touchdown, Giants.
Wandale Robinson.
77 yards.
yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A nice run on first down, gets him 6 yards to the 31.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Listen.
Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. It got his man complete. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards.
First down, Giants.
Jones now throwing on first down. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Jones. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gray, and he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Off the play fake. Jones. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
John Kaminsky coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the
165 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Goff now to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Goff.
That is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
This is 1st and 10. Now Jones.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now. It's Gray. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And yes,
He's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
So now, after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5.
Now it's gone.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's 1st down. Hand off now. It's Gray with it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Now Gray looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. To throw is Jones.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Goff now to throw.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And this is caught, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Patterson now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Hayden, lock in the cage. Lock in the cage.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.